I'm the same kind of person as well. I don't like having a plan B because, as you say, it makes me lazy, makes me complacent, and I hate
Yeah,
the stagnation in my life. I feels like I need to constantly be improving. So
that's
yeah.
true. Because I see mates and stuff as well. They always, you need a plan B. You need, what are you going to do if it all fails? So if it's going to fail, I have the failure in my head. That's failing in itself. You shouldn't even have that in your head. It shouldn't even exist. You should just be one set. It's going to work. And if you believe in yourself that much that it's going to work, it's going to work always. Like, it's hands down always going to work. But
Mhm.
some people just don't see it.
And even if it doesn't, you'll still figure out like something else after.
We're
Like
all
there's
still young.
always more to do as long as you don't give up. So
Exactly. I mean, everybody's young. We're at the age now where it's like, you know what? You try and fail like 30, 40 times. Who cares? The worst, honestly, worst case, I get to 45 years old. At least I tried, didn't work. I'll go back and do the job I was doing. It doesn't phase me. Like, at least I tried. I can say, yep, I tried all this and I tried the best I could. It didn't work for me, so it wasn't for me.
mhm. But even through all those failures, there's so many skills you learn, and then those skills
Oh,
you don't actually realize in future it could all come together to then work out. If that makes sense.
yeah. 100%. Yeah. It's not like I wouldn't say it's a past life, but I had like a past, the 6 years of my life I was doing something completely different. Didn't know why I was doing it. It didn't make sense at the time. It was a bad situation I was in with like very like manipulated, it didn't work well. But after those 6 years, I came out of it and I was like, oh, I see why I was in that situation. It's made me learn these skills that I will never lose. And they work just in everyday life. And they're so like, there's something that money can't buy you. Like, people go through life and they'll never learn that set of skills or learn how to communicate like that or how to work like that ever. But I learned it and I'm so thankful for it.
Hmm. And now to clarify for the audience, so you quit your 9 to 5 before having started making any kind of income in ecom. It was just what within, did you say 2 weeks or within 1 month of joining
Yeah, so
Hustlers
it was
University?
about a month and a bit after joining Hustlers. Was it
Hmm.
May, June? Yeah, probably a month, maybe about a month. I think it was June or July. It was something, one of the months. I forgot. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it was either June or July. I left, and yeah, it wasn't. It couldn't. It wasn't. It was making me like. It was actually. I would rather not have the money because it was making me sad. Like, I was like miserable working there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be happier if I just leave and then take the risk, because if I keep staying here and just being miserable and keep getting drawn into the ground, it's not going to end well. So yeah, I left my well-paying job for econ.
Hmm. And while working, how many hours were you putting into HU or the real world? And then after you quit, how many hours were you putting in?
So I was putting in, while I was still there, I was working 6 days a week, 10-hour days. So I didn't have much time. I think it was probably about 2 hours a night, thereabouts. 2 hours a night. Sundays I'd do probably a bit more, probably 5 or 6. Um, Once I left though, I reckon I was doing, it would have been 12, no, probably 14-hour days for a bit, like for a good, I reckon until easy August, September, maybe. Just flat out on it, always just looking for a product, fine tuning the website. This is before I sort of like went onto TikTok, like as a creator. Once I started doing that, it was like I was doing more hours. I was like flat out then, because I was just every day making at least 3 or 4 videos that would actually go out, and then again repeat, find the ones that worked, do it again. So it became like almost became like a cycle. But
Mhm.
there were very big hours. But then again, with that being said, there was times where there wasn't so many hours, because once I built the foundation, it sort of started like, once I had the website done, the products that I knew I was doing, it just became, all right, make TikToks. And that was like a couple of hours a day, do that. And then, yeah,